So he got on the internet and started researching, and on April 20th, so 4/20, 2011, while most people in Vancouver were down at the art gallery smoking a joint and enjoying cannabis, I was told by my dad at the dinner table that he thought I should start taking cannabis. I thought he was kidding. I mean, whose parent comes to you and goes, yeah, you should start doing that, you should start doing this regularly? And then he actually showed me the research, and it was unbelievable. There was all this research going on, but because none of the pharmaceutical companies you can't patent marijuana, or that's not technically its name, it's cannabis, but most people know by marijuana, don't know that cannabis does all these good things, because pharmaceuticals can shut down a trial in a phase 1 of the trial. So at the very beginning, when they're going, oh my god, it's responding, this looks amazing, the pharmaceuticals can go, no, that's not going to make us money, we can't patent it, and they can shut it down. And I find that really, really outrageous. So we got straight on it. We went to the Compassion Club in Vancouver, and then we applied for Health Canada. Health Canada took, I think, close to 8 months for them to do it. We did everything as soon as we could, got everything signed, doctor's signature. I did my 2 passport photos, which I thought would be to put on the card that I would get, because it does say take 2 photos for a card. I've since found out that they haven't given out a card for 2 years because they can't make enough of them, although they have no problem with driver's licenses, or, you know, I thought it was ridiculous. I was taking high doses of it. The first time I took it, I basically felt like I could feel where the tumour was. I could feel like fizzing and heat, and I said to Dad, I think something's wrong, I'm having a seizure, and he said, no, this is, you know, and I said I could feel it right here, and he just looked happy because it was exactly where the tumour was, and, or had been, it was recently resected. So I took that, really high doses of it. We kept it away for 18 months, which is unheard of with a grade 4 glioblastoma. We would have every 3 months a scan, and they were expecting to see something back, and the radiologist would be going, what is going on? I mean, this isn't normal. I'm listed by one of my doctors as an unusual case, and I think that applies in many ways. I'm an unusual case in medically, but I mean just as a person, I think I'm a bit unusual. We kept away for 18 months, and then I backed off the marijuana, and it gave it a chance for it to grow back, which I don't have any regrets. I don't regret anything. I think I can't go around in life regressing things, but I backed off the marijuana because it looked like we were in the clear, but we weren't, and it grew back in May of 2012, and I had surgery number 3, and that one was easy. That was, the surgeon knew me well enough that he basically just came out before my surgery and said, where's the incision? So I showed him, and he just drew a Sharpie arrow on my neck pointing to where they were supposed to go, because I have so much hair that they would end up searching through it for ages to find the previous incision. And I found out actually that he's a bit of a hairdresser. During surgery they just shave off a little bit of hair underneath, so people don't even notice. And he ended up French braiding my hair, so I said to him, you should go into hairdressing, you know, do a cut and tumour removal. See, that was a really good one. After that they told me to go on temozolomide, or Temodol as it's known, and I'd done that before. I tried it before and been horrendously sick on low doses of it before, so I was really, really hesitant to do it, but it wasn't good. The results weren't good. I ended up back in hospital, had to be rehydrated, and that's why I've been so nervous with chemo and whatnot, because it has landed me in hospital most times. I knew something was going on in November of 2012, but in December I was officially diagnosed. They did one on December 18th. I had my neck surgery, and it was 7 centimetres. Before, the tumour would only be 3 centimetres, and this time they told me that it was about the size of a small apple, which, that's big. Another surgery, the same thing again, and this surgery I was so fine with that I woke up and in ICU and someone said, "Can we get you anything?" I said, "Oh, I'd love a cup of tea." That's me. I'm the tea girl. I'm addicted to tea. I drink stuff all the time. I think any problem in the world can be made a little bit better if you have a cup of tea and just think it over and calm down. I was out of that surgery, told again, grade 4, and whatnot, and they offered me a mild chemotherapy, but one that has proven to be very efficient on brain tumours. And we were reading about that, and we said, okay, there's enough research to suggest that this isn't just a prolonging life thing, that there is a sort of a chance with it. So I'm currently on Avastin. I take that bi-weekly. I've recently been put on temozolomide, and temozolomide in conjunction with Avastin apparently is very good. So I've only done one cycle of that, and I didn't land in the hospital, so woo! Yeah, hopefully the temozolomide doesn't make me very sick again, because that's what I've always said, quality over quantity, and I will back off any, even if it's marijuana or any of those things. If it starts to make me lose my life, I will not take it, because you never know how much time you have, and why waste it being ill. My mum said the same thing. She said she really regretted doing radiation and chemotherapy, because what she had of her life, she ended up being sick and not looking herself and not feeling like herself, and she regretted doing it. Also on DCA, which it's from the University of Alberta, but it's looking really hopeful. I think it's from a tree bark. That's one of the alternative medications that is expensive and we have to pay for ourselves, so that's what the fundraising is for. I'm taking quite a lot of that. I am on disulfiram, which a professor at UBC is actually doing tests on my cells. She's actually got my tumour and is doing tests on them with this medication. So I'm on that now. It's actually meant for alcoholics to stop them drinking, because any amount of alcohol, no matter, even if it's just a chocolate liqueur, could make me have, basically, imagine your worst night of drinking in your life, and it's like that times 2. It would just be horrendous. So I have to be really careful. So I wasn't an alcoholic before, but I am now, because I really just want one drink. I just want to have a cider, or when I'm up at the pub with my friends, I want to just have a drink. As of right now, I feel great. I'm coping with the treatments. It's not really fighting the symptoms I have now, it's fighting the things that could happen down the road, because things will happen down the road if we don't move quickly. So that's why there's so many fundraisers coming up. We have 4 this month. I have put them on the Facebook group, so if you go there and like that, and you'll find out about those.